change and the one who changes not. I want to start out this evening and talk to us about what a lot of folks are doing today. And I'm gonna show us what the some of the origin of what is called Valentine's Day. When you begin to look at it, you'll see that this day is found in the Roman Greek culture. Watch this. The month of February was always in the Roman Greek culture considered as a month of romance and fertility. History proves that this day originated from two obscene Roman festivals of fertility: Lupercalia and the Feast of Juno, both celebrated in the middle of February. Lupercalia was always February the 14th, and it was a festival dedicated to the she-wolf, because it was a she-wolf that was said to have nourished the twins Romulus and Remus, who were the founders of Rome. So on this day, the priest would sacrifice goats and a dog, smearing the animal blood on the Roman youths who had on goatskin thongs.
They probably still do that to this day.
You see? And what those kids would do, they would go around and have a goatskin strip and they would hit people with it.
They probably do that too.
And the women was thought to what? Become fertile and bear children in the month of February. So what were they really celebrating? They were really celebrating Farnunus or Pan. You know, Pan had the head and torso of a man, but the hindquarters and the horns of a goat. Were they celebrating a demon? See? See what it's about? Then as time went on, what happened? Constantine had said that he had accepted Christianity, but those feasts was continuing to happen in his empire. So the first pope wanted to suppress the pagan festivals, and he changed the feast to purification of the Virgin Mary. Okay? That's what happened. See, everybody try to change something, but Father didn't tell us to do none of it.
Yep. One.
Okay, let's look at it today.
One levels the whole lot.
When people think of Valentine's Day, they think of buying their significant other a heart-shaped box of candy, some flowers, some jewelry, taking them out to dinner, maybe taking them to dance or a movie, isn't that right? Or giving out cards. Right? That's the change. But let's go to Jeremiah. Jeremiah Let me give you some 50 right there. Jeremiah chapter 10. I'm going to 10. I'm going to start at verse 2. Jeremiah, I'm going to read verse 1. It says, "Hear you the word which Ahijah spoke unto Jeremiah, O house of Israel. Thus says Ahijah, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. For the customs of the people are vain." That's where I want to stop. The customs of the people are vain, because their customs are vile and they are rooted in fertility rites. So Father warned his people, Israel, not to defile themselves with the customs of the heat. Let's go to Leviticus chapter number 18. Number 3. After the doings of the land, okay, here we go. "And Ahijah spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, I am Ahijah, Ashir, Ahijah, your Ish Elohim. After the doings of the land of Egypt, wherein you dwelt, shall you not do. And after the doings of the land of Canaan, whether I bring you, shall you not do. Neither shall you walk in their ordinances. You shall do my judgments and keep my ordinances to walk in them. Therein I am Ahijah, Ashir, Ahijah, your Ish Elohim. You shall keep therefore my statutes and my judgment, which if a man do, he shall live in them. I am Ahijah, Ashir, Ahijah." The first 5 verses of Leviticus 18. Okay? Let's drop down to verse 24. "Defile not yourself in any of these things, for in all these the nations are defiled, which I cast out before you. And the land is defiled. Therefore I do visit the iniquity thereof upon it, and the land itself vomited out her inhabitants. You shall therefore keep my statutes, my judgments, and shall not commit." What? You see that? You should not commit any of these abominations, neither any of your own nation, nor any stranger that sojourneth among you. For all these abominations have the men of the land done, which was before you, and the land is defiled. That the land spew not you out. Also, when you defiled it, as it spewed out the nations that were before you, whosoever shall commit any of these abominations, even the souls that commit them shall be cut out from their people. Therefore, you shall keep my ordinance that you commit any of these abominable customs which were before you, that you defile not yourself therein, and my higher shall hire your Ish Elohim. So what is Father telling us? Don't do that. I know we might have done it, but now we know better.
Uh-huh.
You see? What? You see? He's telling us to come out and stay out. Why don't you do Valentine's Day? Because Valentine's Day caters to the carnal desires, because it is the work of the flesh. Let me show you something. Galatians chapter 5. Galatians chapter 5. We're going to start at verse 19. Now the works of the flesh are manifest, which are these: adultery, fornication, uncleanness, lasciviousness, idolatry, witchcraft, hatred, variance, emulations, wrath, strife, seditions, heresies, envying, murders, drunkenness, reviling, and such like, of the which I tell you before, as I have also told you in time past, that they which do such things shall not inherit the kingdom of the highest.
Traditions. That was one of them too. So if you're doing traditions of men, you're not gonna get into the Father's kingdom.
So this is why
Damn.
we don't, as
Sucks,
saints of
doesn't
the
it?
Most High, do not celebrate Valentine's Day.
Because it's a tradition of men, of man.
But let me tell you something. If you got a significant other, you do not have to wait and let the world dictate to you when to give your significant other a gift
That's
to
true.
show your love or affection toward that individual.
That is beyond true.
You see something you want them to have, you got the finances to get it, you get it and you give it to them. Do not be waiting for days that the world has set aside. You hear me?
Yep.
The Father ain't with that. Now let's go to our lesson, Psalms 102. Psalms 102. Starting in verse 1, we look at the first 11 verses. It says, a prayer of an afflicted man when he is faint and pours out his lament before Ahijah. Hear my prayer, O Ahijah. Let my cry for help come to you. Do not hide your face from me when I am in distress. Turn your ear when I call. Answer me quickly, for my days vanish like smoke. My bones burn like glowing embers. My heart is bited and wither like grass. I forget to eat my food. Because of my loud groaning, I am reduced to skin and bone. I am like a desert owl, like an owl among the ruins. I lie awake. I have become like a bird alone on a roof. All the day long, my enemies taunt me. Those who rail against me use my name as a curse. I eat ashes as my food and mingle my drink with tears. Because of your great wrath, for you have taken me up and thrown me aside. My days are like the evening shadow. I wither like the grass. That was Psalms 102, verses 1 through 11. Mm-hmm. So this psalmist right here was in distress, wasn't he? He had some depression on him, didn't he? Because he's, what was? See, you can see Psalm, what did you see this 102? It's a prayer of an afflicted man who is faint and pours out his lament before the Most High. See, this ain't something that's going to be read at a happy event, like a wedding. we can see that this man is struggling because he feels like his days are vanishing and his life is withering like grass. He is completely dry and running on empty. Have you ever been there? Maybe we are there. So we can see him crying out to the Most High, but he is wondering if the Most High is even listening. See? Because he's not getting the answer right away, is it? It's like Father is being silent. Have you ever been there? You were praying and it seemed like Father wasn't answering you? So this is not an uncommon event, is it?
Nope.
You don't need a poster to say, I believe in the sun when it does not shine. When you don't see it shining, is it shining?
Oh, it still is
Yes,
shining.
it is.
Yep, it is.
Y'all do understand that, right?
The planet
You don't
moves.
see it, it's still shining, right? It didn't go out.
Yep. The planet just moved. That's all.
Do you believe in the Most High talking? Is he still the Most High? Still
Yeah.
listening?
Yes.
See? He's still the same. He just didn't say nothing. Do we always say something when we're asked a question or when somebody is talking? Sometimes we sit there silent, don't we?
Yeah.
Sometimes we don't want to answer. Isn't that right?
Oh, yeah, I know that's for damn sure. A lot of my friends be like, I don't feel like answering that question. But don't you hate when they...
102, let's look at verse 6 and 7.
Man, I hate when people
It says,
ask questions.
I am like a melancholy pelican.
Expect you to answer them.
A vulture of the wilderness, he says. I am like a desolate isle of the waste places.
But they won't answer your questions.
I am
Bitch.
sleepless and lie awake, mourning like a bereaved sparrow alone on the housetop.
But answer my questions.
102, verses 6 and 7. You see? See, even when it's cloudy, you can still see rays of the sun, can't you?
Yep. Yes.
Look at verse 12. But you, O Ahio, sit enthroned forever. Your renown endures to our generation. You will arise and have compassion on Zion, for it is time to show favor to her. The appointed time has come, for her stones are dear to your servants. Her very dust moved them to pity. You see that?
Means they're gonna learn today. They're gonna learn that the Father needs you today. Today.
So, suddenly, think about it. Think about suddenly. In the midst of the song, what do we see? A change. Yeah. The clouds began to what? Part. So what? The light shine through. What begins to happen at that point? Revelation comes, and the man is now able to see and focus on the bigger eternal picture. Okay? So let's look at what happened. What happened? Well, you, Ohio. That's enough right there. But you, Ohio, even if we have a lot of things against us, and saints always need to remember that. But you, Ohio, no matter how much is against us, but you are for me. If Ohio is for us, who can be against us?
Right? The world. If High is for us, who could be against us? The world. Like literally. Because it was against him. Because they were against him at the same time. So.
You see? No matter what the circumstances in the saint's life, the saint always has hope and meaning because they know a higher.
Right? That's right.
Because he is the author and the finisher of our faith. He is the bishop of our soul. In him we live, we move. Without him, we can do nothing. That's what I say. But you, Ohio, because that in itself makes all the difference. But you, why? Because he don't change.
Right?
What did the scripture say? That he sits enthroned forever. So you see that the man that was depressed and downtrodden understood and knew the Father is on the throne ruling and reigning. You see? If we lose it all, natural stuff, Father is still on the throne.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And he cares. Because he said, I know the thoughts that I have for you.
The intents of your heart.
The loss came from the enemy to try to get us to get our focus off the Most High.
The intent of your heart. Amen. Oops.
He always is concerned about his. And he is in control. Because he said, I'll make a way of escape. What that means, that the trials and tribulations that come our way don't catch us by surprise. But Father allowed it. Because he said, I won't let nothing come on you more than you can handle.
True. That is actually very true.
That includes blessings.
Yes.
What did the man say about the Most High? He said, your renown endures through our generation. Don't the scripture say that he is the same yesterday, today, and forever?
Yes.
Huh? From beginning to now, he the same, isn't he?
Excuse me.
Huh?
Yes.
Don't he arise? Does not he have compassion at the appointed time? Don't Ecclesiastes say there's a time for everything? So there is an appointed time for all things. Just like we're doing right now. We're in an appointed time. We are doing Shabbat at the beginning of it. It's appointed. See? Difficulties don't go on forever. But it comes so that we can be built up in faith. So that we will have backbone when it gets really hard. You gotta always know that he is there. He don't let us go through by ourselves, he goes through with us. Look at verse number 15. The nations will fear the name of Ahai. All the kings of the earth will revere your glory. For Ahai will reveal Zion and appear in his glory. He will respond to the prayer of the destitute. He will not despise their plea. Let this be written for a future generation, that a people not yet created may praise Ahai. Let me stop. The man that wrote this went through so that we can read it and understand it. Now, he was not really going through for himself. He was going through for us. It said for people that weren't created yet, so that we could praise him. Ahai looked down from his sanctuary on high, from heaven, and he viewed the earth to hear the groans of the prisoners and release those condemned to death. So the name of Ahai will be declared in Zion, and his praise in Jerusalem, when the peoples and the kingdoms assemble to what? Worship Ahai. To Shekinah, to bend over, to focus only on him, not looking around to the left, to the right, but he is the focus. So we can see that the person that wrote it was able to take courage and have hope, so that we can take courage and have hope. Because is not he coming? He says the nations will fear Ahai, and the kings of the earth will see the glory of Ahai. So Ahai is gaining an eternal perspective. Devoted. What? Psalms 102. Huh? You can't concentrate on him too much. Maybe we don't concentrate on him enough. Go to verse 16. When Ahai builds up Zion, when Ahai builds up Zion, he will appear in his glory. It's telling you something. He ain't built up Zion yet, so he ain't appeared in his glory. But come on, work with me. When he builds up Zion, he will appear in his glory. Zion has not been revealed. Y'all see that? Look at verse 23. What the man say? In the course of my life, he broke my strength. He cut short my days. So I said, do not take me away, O my Ishayohim. In the midst of my days, your eyes go on through all your days. Your years go through all generations. In the beginning, you laid the foundations of the earth, and the heavens are the work of your hands. They will perish, but you remain. They will wear out like a garment, like clothing. You will change them, and they will be discarded. But you remain the same. Your years will never end. The children of your servants will live in your presence. Their descendants will be established before you. Ask you something. We on the earth, right? Where's the earth at? The earth is in
Heaven. The earth is in heaven.
Isn't it? Huh? But the scripture said it got foundation. But you can't see the foundation of it. Uh-oh. Have you ever seen the foundation of the earth? No.
Good point there.
Y'all ever thought about, have you ever thought about that? That you really are in heaven, floating around on this rock called earth? Uh-oh. What's holding it up? Go to Hebrews chapter 1.
All the intelligent people are saying, well, is that